So hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Horse Lords and last episode we done a hell of a lot. Principally we got out of danger with moving to a tribalist society rather than a nomadic one, which is where we are at now. And yeah, I've got to say, I am very, very happy with how things are progressing. Only slightly, sort of thing. Could be wise. Okay. I don't really want to give too much to the same Master of the Bow. Yeah, and sorry, I got sidetracked there. And basically, essentially, we got ourselves out of trouble pretty quickly and pretty swiftly, which is always nice. Of course, that doesn't mean that we're completely out of the woods just yet. Just that we have been able to avoid any major disasters. But I'm really tempted to do this. In fact, yes, let's do it. It's not gonna happen. You know, no court dwarf. Yeah, as you could sort of tell from my general reaction, I was just so ecstatic at the fact that we managed to get ourselves out of what was a pretty sort of sticky situation, which I hope never to find myself in again whatsoever. With that said, I'm probably going to end up in that very same situation again. I have no doubt really of at all. And I realise that I'm giving some people a lot of power in my court, but there is a reason behind that. Basically, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I didn't think we were going to be able to get ourselves out of that situation, which was quite ironic when we did actually manage to do it. I'll tell you, I was like, I'm so happy right now, so happy. So that's our council members dealt with. We can of course lose some titles on succession, which could be quite a lot, really. We could lose the High Chieftain of Crime here. Why could we lose that? That's not cool. That's not cool, man. So, one title can be usurped, which of course I will usurp it at some point. And one de jure claim can be pressed, which again I will press it. As and when I feel that I can. So we've now lost the ability to raise horse, or the horde, as it were. We can only sort of raise a few men in comparison to where we were at, but nonetheless, it's not too bad. It could be a lot worse, I suppose. However, there could be a situation where we are going to find a lot of rebellion. So without further ado, let's try and get out. 1 week claim can be pressed. And the claim is going to be a tiny one, which I'm not really prepared to press at this moment in time. We can still make a tributary stay. That's lovely. Of course, he's going to refuse to be vassalized, which I was hoping to avoid conflict if possible. But you know how these things generally go. I am actually going to increase time a little bit here, and today will be a generally short or shorter episode than what you're generally used to, because I started recording this generally really quite late. I refuse to give it to him because it weakened my power base in general, and I'm not cool to do that right now. Again, why can't I declare war on him? Do I have? There is no and I have just realized that so I have too many mysteries, so I will choose the elder one. Because I really don't want to gain that particular trait at the moment, because we're in a precarious position. Okay, so he believes that he can be my new chancellor. We'll of course assess his claim. So his chancellorship is 12. And hang on, I clicked on the wrong tab there. And my current one is 10. So of course, I will grant him his request. Now, as for the overall kingdom in general, I honestly, guys, I don't actually think I'm going to be able to hold on to it for too long. Of course, I'm going to try my absolute damnedest to do it, because essentially, you know, the more titles that we have, the better that will be off in the long run. However, I think my vassals and characters around me are generally more powerful than me, and I will have to garner support from my other vessels um, to even really hope to maintain power. So I'm just letting you know essentially what's going to happen. As you can see, my half brother's already plotting against me to try and succeed me. I will obviously try and talk to him if I can. Come on. I can revoke his title. Awesome. Um, well, well, it turns out I actually can't revoke his title. So we need a new elder, which I will appoint. And I am slightly concerned about this. I really am, guys, because I thought that I had a lot more titles than I apparently did. So this could be a pretty interesting development, really, guys. I mean, hopefully I can change the succession laws pretty quickly. And why is my cousin now my heir? Odd. Oh, yes, that's why, because we've got elective Gravelkind. God damn it. And we have a marriage proposal here, as you can see. So I'm going to basically assess how powerful he is. He's not very powerful, but it's my half sister, and she could provide a little bit of a leverage. I really hope I can grab this title before I die, because it will definitely help me out in the long run. And because we don't actually and what's happened there is what I've feared will happen, and unfortunately a lot of my titles were lost. So all we can really do at this point is basically find out who they went to and try and get them back. A lot went to distant relatives, which I don't like. Died of a natural death. Okay. My brother has become my new heir. So of course, if I die, my brother will succeed me. And I have become incredibly weak as a result of that succession, unfortunately. We've only actually got a few counties to our name. Oh, is the character at war? He is. He's fighting. He's fighting. No, he's defending actually. Okay, so it's some infighting there over a petty title. Again, I can still press that claim. I have 2 weak claims on still the same titles. And again, ones that I won't press necessarily because they don't really benefit me in the long term. And I need to pick an ambition here. And a family focus. Or a focus even. And of course, as the game is telling me that I have been at war for too long, I will. Why can I not change? I can't change until September apparently. Okay. Have a son. Please have a son. So I'm 34 at the moment. My wife is 26, so she is still at an age where she can bear children. You know, so that's always good. And we need to literally wait until this character sort of declares peace, and still at war. We are losing a lot of why have we lost? Losing prestige. Okay. It's you know it's a tiny title that is going to garner me some prestige, which is always nice. There. But we do need to try and get some county titles. Oh, and he's actually fighting someone at the moment. So it could be an advantageous time to actually declare war on him and try and grab that title. So I'm going to do that right now. However, this will actually draw attention of his liege, and will probably make me a target for conquest, if you know what I mean. So we can either press a conquest claim, which will give me the rights over that territory anyway, or we can press a Strategical claim, and that will basically do the same thing. I will probably go for a conquest because I think we literally gain the territory for ourselves, if I remember correctly. So I am going to do that. And of course, he might bring in some allies, same as myself. So this could end up being a bit of a bloodbath, because obviously I didn't check whether he did indeed have allies. I don't think he did. I think, and again, the same rules apply really. I don't really care too much about the women of the house, because they're not really any point to me. And you know, as many people picked my brother, I might as well go along the same lines. Yeah. Okay. So we've nominated our brother. And I would really like for Premier Genital to prevail in our kingdom, because it's in terms of succession, it's just so much more easier and fluid, and you can sort of maintain your strength, as it were, as a ruler for like a lot longer periods of time. Whereas with elective Groverkind, it can often lead to instances where the realm breaks up due to you know, family disputes and stuff like that. So as soon as we move to that kind of system, that would be awesome. But until that happens, I can't really do too much. Again, I'm probably going to you know, continue this episode for another 10 minutes or so, just to go forward in some time, because as you can hear, there is some activity going on behind me, and it probably won't be you know, too enjoyable for you guys. So what further titles can I dole out? We've got one more commander title, which I will subsequently give out. Oh, and I completely forgot I was at war. So I need to deal with that ASAP, which I will do now. This will be the last action of the episode, as I've already said, before the end, essentially. There's no point even calling those troops in, so I'm not going to do that. So I need to just literally rush this guy as quickly as I can. so I'm gonna. And I apologise once again for the noise, but as I said, I'm gonna get this over and done with, and that could lead to some issues. But we'll just go with that right now. I have no time to check your stewardness. Your steward ability. Steward. Okay, yes, you can be my new steward. It's more beneficial for me in the long term, obviously. And that's always good. So yeah, I'm literally just going to march my armies across. Come on, speed up. Oh, look at that. I think he was about 6, if I remember correctly. Yes, so yes, you can be my new spy. Oh no, it's spy master you're looking at. Okay, yeah, you're still a decent spy master. So that, go ahead. And oh dear, that could be bad for bad news bears. Bad news bears. Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't count on that. So. Well, that's okay. So yeah, I mean this could I'm we are literally up a creek without a paddle right now. Because I could ask my vessels to intercede, but I doubt they would provide me with the men that I need. Yeah, look, just like 60 men. Uh, 60 men. But unfortunately, guys, this will have to wait until next episode, and until next time, I've been Strategical Gamer, and once again, I apologise for the noise. But thank you very much for watching, and bye bye for now.